Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. Another episode here today, another video, because yesterday a pair of U.S. senators submitted a huge gun control bill federally. But before we get into that, I want to thank the sponsor for today's news, that is Gun Zone Deals. Also used to be Gun Pro Deals. They're undergoing the name change. Just the name is changing, everything else remains the same. Check them out, gunzodeals.com. Now, the working title of this bill is going to be the Virginia Plan to Reduce Gun Violence Act of 2020. Now, if you want to read the bill, it's down below. I'll have it linked there for everybody. 30 pages, I believe, when I ripped through it. But this bill is terrible. If we're all aware of everything that's been going on in Virginia since the elections of last year, they're looking to take that gun control and institute it nationally. Now, the people that submitted this are Virginia's U.S. Senators, Tim Kaine and Mark Warner. Now, they say that this bill would federally enact a series of common sense gun violence prevention measures adopted by Virginia earlier this year. So, this bill has a lot of things nestled within it. Things such as the universal background check. You could not privately sell anything ever again unless it went through an FFL. That FFL would have to make sure that the person receiving this gun was obviously legally allowed to. And also, if there were any nuances with that particular firearm that were no longer legal in Virginia, then that transfer could not continue. Now, according to the bill, and I'll read right from it here, a transfer that is a loan or a bona fide gift between spouses, domestic partners, parents and their children, including step-parents and stepchildren, between siblings, between aunts or uncles, nieces or nephews, between grandparents and their grandchildren would still be allowed to happen without going through, as they say it here, a licensed importer, manufacturer, or dealer to transfer the firearm. How nice of them. This bill would also establish a federal extreme risk protection order. Another bill looking to institute a national red flag law. That's right, the ex parte hearing, which goes around due process to utilize anything you say or something that a snowflake feels or a Karen complains about. They'll use that against you to say that you're horrible and take your lawfully owned items away from you without any due process, without a trial. You can't confront your accuser. You don't get your day in court. All that stuff that the Constitution and the Bill of Rights establishes as individual civil rights for everybody in this country, this goes around that. For more information on red flags, watch any of the videos in that playlist above. This bill also looks to restrict the amount of handgun purchases to one a month for anybody. And of course, they say that's to curtail stockpiling and trafficking, because those of us who have more than one gun are obviously dealing in illegal arms. This bill would also institute the requirement to report any lost or stolen firearm to local law enforcement within 48 hours. Now, the question on these bills as they've been instituted around the country is, when exactly does that clock start, and who determines that? Is it the moment that it's actually lost or stolen, or the moment where the owner finds out that it was lost or stolen? That has been a bone of contention, and the anti-gunners will always use that against you. Now, this bill also seeks to prevent access to firearms by minors. If you had left your firearm somewhere in your house and it was unsecured and there happened to be a minor around, you could be charged even if you walked away to grab a cup of water. This bill also goes to attack the totally made-up boyfriend loophole, where if you were convicted of some type of domestic violence law, then you would become a prohibited person. And in some states, maybe yours, definitely mine, domestic violence is, and I'm not downplaying legitimate domestic violence, but far too often it's way overused and thrown around like it's candy. And to have the potential risk of somebody losing their Second Amendment because of a he said, she said situation or scenario is totally unjustified. So like I said, I have the bill down below. It has not been issued a number yet in the Senate, but if I do get the number, I'll put it down there as well, so check back. But just know that yet we have another bill looking to strip away our rights without justification or need of it. This does zero to stop criminals doing criminal stuff. It only looks to affect law-abiding citizens, people who have done nothing wrong. That tells you everything you need to know about these two clown senators from Virginia doing Michael Bloomberg's work, now pushing it nationally. Now would be a good time to reach out to your senators, regardless of their affiliation, regardless of their name, whether it's Feinstein or For Lizzie. Now is a time to reach out and tell them that you do not want them to support the Virginia Plan to Reduce Gun Violence Act of 2020. Please pass this around. This is very, very pertinent information. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Take care, everybody.